many here always get that cringe when they hear blue cheese because it is very strong flavored cheese. It really is. Well, with this one, where you mix it in with the mascarpone, it really dulls that down. It's just enough where it gives a slight ting to it, but it's not a strong blue cheese flavor with it. I'll go ahead. Oops. Grab some mixing bowl, and with all these ingredients, as you can see, it's just basically just throw it all into the bowl and mix it, with the exception of the nachos, which you do have to bake just a few minutes. Let me go ahead and turn that off so that don't burn. Now, if you don't have any mascarpone, which typically we'll have it down our specialty cheese, but a lot of people complain about the price and stuff on it. There actually is a way of making an alternative to it, and all it is cream cheese, sour cream, and heavy whipped cream. If anybody wants a recipe for that, we'll write it down here in a little bit. And this was, somebody had asked me about that earlier before I started the show, if there's an alternative for it, because they never like buying that. And with those three ingredients, a lot of times you usually have one or the other already in your refrigerator. And when you mix it together, you honestly can't tell the difference in this recipe. Okay, right now we'll go ahead and just throw in the mascarpone there. Okay, I'm going to need some lemon juice. Let's see, 2 teaspoons. Now I want to save the blue cheese to last because you want to make sure that the soft and liquid ingredients get mixed really well before adding the blue cheese. Because if you throw in the blue cheese now and it crumbles up, a lot of times all the ingredients won't mix really well. Okay, so I'm going to take some fresh thyme and throw that in there. 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. And if you want to, you can actually throw this into a blender and just keep it on low to mix this. This is a small amount, so if you're looking at feeding more people, this right here would be good for about 5 people. If you're just using it for sandwiches or just for like we're getting ready to do on light hors d'oeuvre, on our baguette breads. Okay. Just throw in a little salt. Now the cayenne pepper, it gets a little bit of cayenne pepper. It's basically just a pinch. It does not make it hot at all. But if you wanted it hot, you could do that. I wouldn't recommend that because I actually accidentally had the lid pop off one time. Put that down in there, and that made it a little too spicy for me. Okay, now the pepper, that's one, you can actually omit the pepper if you wanted to. It's just enough, it's more to flavor and to taste. Okay, now we can go ahead and throw in our blue cheese. Now you can make this the night before if you wanted to, but remember with the blue cheese and it sitting out, it's going to leave a very strong odor. So this is one of these, I actually, I prefer to make it fresh right before you serve it. Okay. Then all you need to do, grab your bread of choice. I usually prefer, a crusted bread. You can bake off the bread if you want to, and then lightly coat it with it, and serve it just as side items like we have here. Or you can even use it for sandwiches. It goes really good, like I was saying earlier, with buffalo chicken. It'll also go good with, believe it or not, with steaks, because there's what they call a bleu mignon. If you take this exact same recipe, instead of just a tablespoon of heavy cream, mix in about a 1/4 cup of half and half, and then heat it up and put that over the steaks. And it makes a excellent bleu mignon that way.